Yeah, I was at the discussion. Yeah, it was me, Vinny, Hutch, and Ravage. Just pretty much chatting about everything, hearing some of the struggles. I gave some. I mean, I'll fucking. Oh, let me see. I could just tell you guys exactly the feedback I gave, or whatever. There's a whole. Luckily, Ravage made bullet points because I would have forgot everything I said. So all right. Well, first, I mean, a lot of issues they're having on the PD end is dealing with rat motherfuckers to do like 20 swaps, right? And people are just like cuffing cops a lot too now. Or just it's very easy for someone to just run up on cuff, or people hopping in cars while they're cuffed. Pretty much, it's hard to. There's a lot of ways for a motherfucker to swap, right? Which I get. Like, honestly, it's true. So I have the whole list here. I mean, I don't know if I want to show it. I don't know if they want me to show all of it, but I can. Actually, I don't think they even give a fuck because it's all going to be changes anyway. I said one, the cops need a pull-out mechanic. Not to pull out, you guys were thinking. To pull someone out of the fucking car. Because right now, right, let's say they crash out and, you know, they crash out and then a guy just fucking runs to a car, doors open and just shuts the door. There's no way for them to tase him or get him out because all the windows aren't broken and they don't have a way of pulling him out the car. So then the guy just lockpicks the car and gets away. So, yeah. I said you guys just need a way to be able to pull people out of the car. Not something that's OP where you just go up and they're instantly out, but like something that takes a little time too, but you have the chance to get them out. And I think there should be tiers of cars. You should only be able to hotwire the dog shit cars. And then for like a mid-tier car, I would say like this, you would need a normal lockpick. And then for like the R8s and shit like that, you're gonna need an advanced lockpick. So if a motherfucker's running, he can't just hotwire any car he comes across. Right? He's gonna have to be prepared. And if you're prepared, all right, cool. That's gonna help you out. But, you know, not every just fucking rat out there is going to be able to hop in any car and hotwire it. Okay. And I said maybe make it just a little longer too. Give cops a little more time to be able to stop you. A little more car damage, I think, for the chases as well. Because right now, I mean, your shit gets damaged, but you could. I think it could be increased a little bit. Oh, and I said as we like start unlocking the next heist, I told him a 6 civ job would be a security job, right? Where you could sign on to be a security and you can go. Obviously there'll be a limited amount of slots, not everyone could fucking sign on. And then I think it should be a thing along the way of like, hey, if you're a really good security guard, you can get somewhat prio in the queue to sign on as a security guard. And they would pretty much go to the stores and the clothing stores and handle all that small petty shit so cops wouldn't have to fucking worry about that stuff. And then they could focus on the bigger stuff as the bigger shit comes out. I think that'll be a fire job. And that could also open storylines for people to become cops. And they could just get like dumb items. Like security guards can't use fucking guns, right? Because then it's just gonna be a fucking madness. They'll get like a pepper spray or some shit like that and it'll be funny. Yeah, you'll have a bunch of looters at different stores that you gotta deal with. Oh, and then uncuffing, instead of it being instant, just add like a fucking progress bar to that so cops have a chance to stop you and you can't just run up and instant uncuff. And while you're cuffed, you can't open car doors and you'll trip every so often while you're trying to walk while cuffed. So you'll still be able to move while you're cuffed, but you'll trip every so often, which gives the cops the chance to shackle your legs. Because yeah, I mean, once you're cuffed, I mean, we've done it. A lot of people do it. Like you'll just be like, oh yeah, here you go, boom, hop in, and then it's so easy to get a swap and get away. So it's like, all right, just get rid of that. You don't need that. Someone has to put you in the fucking car. Oh, I suggested bringing canines back, but doing them different. The way canines were in the past on every server, they even had them on Prodigy before, would be like, oh, you released a canine and he could search and find any motherfucker in the area because he's a robotic dog, you know what I'm saying? Which is fucking stupid. I said, just get rid of that part. when they introduce drugs and shit, right? Some of them are probably gonna have like speed effects. Not it's probably they are, right? I got a little. So I'm like, all right, well, instead of having it be where cops eat fucking donuts and then everyone's just running fast as shit and nothing really means anything, bring canines back where the canine is just like almost like a stun you send out. You just send the canine, which not every cop will have this. They'll be like, you would have to be not lucky, but like, oh yeah, thank God we have the fucking canine unit on this chase. This dude's cracked out. He's running fucking fast as shit. We can't catch him. You pop out the canine, he just goes, bites the dude, and then he's like tackled for like 3 seconds. So it gives maybe the cop a little time to catch up, and then you can't just send the dog like, you can't spam the dog. It'd be like you can send him maybe twice in a chase, and that's it. I think that'll be cool, but get rid of the search feature because that was always the problem. It's like, all right, they send the dog out, you're getting found. Like, you know, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it doesn't kill. It just like fucking knocks you down. It's like a tackle, pretty much. I think that'd be cool. A big part of that was Tuca, right? You know what I'm saying? I did that for Tuca, you know what I'm saying? He was telling me, he's like, yo, come on, man. You're playing this shit and there's no fucking canines? Like, dude. What else did I say? Guns. I think guns should just decay faster. Based on the tier, like shittier guns would decay faster than, let's say, when we start unlocking Uzis and shit. They would obviously last longer than a pistol, but it's also based on how much you use it. Just because you gotta filter the fucking guns out, you know what I'm saying? I still have guns from week 1 in my apartment. They should be broken by now, I feel like. And then some other shit, just little changes to the PDM heist so it's a little more risky. Make more guards, make them attack, make them actually move around. If you click the wrong no access, like, you know, you're on the computer and click no access, like, you do that too many times, the alert goes up as well. Shit like that actually, you gotta be careful and you gotta sneak around. And then, yeah, that's for the most part. That was basically my feedback. There you go. No, I did mention cuffs. Oh, one more thing about cuffs. Which, honestly, is something in the world that never made fucking sense. When you use your cuffs, they're actually going to go on the person. So you can't just cuff 20 people with one pair of cuffs. And then there's going to be a different way of uncuffing people. Which is like, I'm like, yeah, honestly, that's something that always never really truly made sense. Now that won't apply for cops because honestly, like they're gonna have to cuff a lot of people. They'll have to carry like fucking. They'll have to carry around like 10 handcuffs and shit, right? You know what I mean? But for crims, like, you know what I'm saying. But if we have a group of 5 and everyone has handcuffs, we can handcuff a whole group. All right, that's most of it.